All right, what is going on, guys? Finally got a little light, but sorry if the video looks very fuzzy. That's because it's just still a little too dark. The sun is starting to rise right over there. I am here again with my hiking buddy, same one we did Mount Blue Sky or Mount Evans, however you want to call it. We are now doing Decalibron, which covers 4 different 14ers. One of them you can't access because it's on private property. I'll get to a little bit more of that when we get to the summit. But it covers Bross, Lincoln, Cameron, and Democrat. So these are all 4 14ers. It's about a 7-mile loop according to AllTrails. We'll see how accurate that really is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, sorry about the really crappy low light conditions, but we'll start getting to the summit, and as the day starts progressing onwards, get you guys a little bit more footage. But yeah, we're just going to continue to keep hiking. Okay, it's time to get a little more light out so I can finally start recording again. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we still have much ways. You guys can probably see the zigzag and the trail that goes all the way up to the top, and then when we get to the top up there, then we get our way and make a right. There's a little sign up there. Most likely it says like, hey, you can't summit Mount Bross type thing. So I have a funny little cardboard thing. I already told Frank about it, so it's definitely a little bit more. I don't know why we're struggling a little bit this morning. So, but we're not quitters. This is so steep. Just gonna say that right now. Many people recommend doing this hike counterclockwise. Mount Bross first, and then descend in Mount Democrat. And I can tell you, we're really happy we're doing Bross first, because it is not only steep, but there's just like a freaking minefield of rocks. You guys can hear me. It's very windy up here. So hopefully the audio is coming out good. We almost made it to the summit of Mount Bross. You can't actually reach the summit because it's on private property, and we're smart hikers, and we're not going to go on private property because then we become part of the problem. So basically what I'm trying to say here, because the wind was so bad and even through some audio adjustments, nothing was really working out, but I had made this sign that you can see in the video, and it says Mount Bross Summit with the word summit in quotes. And the reason why I put it in quotes is because we didn't reach the actual summit. Instead, we were just parallel to the summit, and I waited to get to the parallel portion of the trail that's parallel to the summit, and we were going to write down what our current elevation was, and then from there we were going to go ahead and take our picture before we decided to continue on with our journey and head all the way out to Mount Lincoln, which was going to be the next 14er.
Right beneath here is old mining ruins. There's actually an entrance that I think is a mine that we're actually walking literally right above it. If it is, I don't know. We're not gonna go check it out. I'll come back another time and I'll go ahead and check out this little mine thing, but for today we're just doing the loop.
We got that incline. There's Lincoln right there. Cameron's right in front of us. And Democrats all the way out in the distance. You can see the silhouette. I'm gonna wave. Hi. Alright, we finally got to an area that's finally blocked by wind. We're getting some very strong, like, westerly winds, natural trade winds over here. Oh, holy cow. I mean, we're just gonna enjoy this moment. As soon as we get up there and we break behind this mountain, oh, the wind is gonna kick up once again. Oh, but overall, I mean, those views are so scenic. All right, I think we're ready for more inclines, because this incline right here, you can see right there, and it goes all the way around. You probably see that girl right there. Goes all the way around, and then a little past that, that is Mount Lincoln. Look at that. I think you're gonna be shredding that one. You're gonna be shredding this little tiny snowbank. Yeah, even she agrees. Look at that. We made it. This is 14er number 2. Welcome to Mount Lincoln. So I didn't do this over at Mount Lincoln, it was big stuff we can't go up at the very top because of private property, but because we're here at Mount Lincoln, this is summit. You know what that means? Summit shot, and this is one of today. Oh yeah, I just bought more because I ran out this time. Show down side. Go. Awesome. All right. Cheers to summit number 2 here, Decalibron. This is for Mount Lincoln. All right. So we just completed our second one, and now we are heading out to our third 14er, which is Mount Cameron, which honestly, from a distance doesn't really look that hard. It's, it almost looks on par with, I mean, you go up a little bit, but it's not like super steep. So, Cameron is the third one, and then we head out to Democrat, which will be the fourth and final 14er of this hike. All right, we made it to our third 14er. This is Mount Cameron, 14,223 feet. Just completed Cameron. Now we are heading to our very last 14er excuse me, of this hike. The last one is Mount Democrat, and you guys can see it off in the distance. I'll go ahead and point it out off in the video too, so you know which mountain to look at, because obviously you can tell there's tons of mountains. So which one is it? So it's the one right straight in front of us. And then afterwards, then we descend back to the parking lot, and then we might go get some barbecue in Breckenridge, possibly. We'll see how we're feeling afterwards. Whew. Again, we're slowly making our way to Democrat. This is kind of giving me deja vu moments with Mount Bros, with all the rocks and everything like that. So in case you guys want a clearer picture, we're descending all the way down there, and this is zoomed in. Out. There you go. Tell you what, hiking down Cameron, oh my god, this shit's getting annoying. We will take this over Bros, that's what me and Frank were saying, but this constant scrambling of these rocks, it's just like, just getting annoyed of it. It's gonna be time to summit Mount Democrat. And I'm probably not going to get too much B-roll because I got my trekking poles. I brought them back out. So we just stopped to take a little snack break. I can't even talk correctly. We just stopped to take a snack break. There we go. And my legs are all jiggly right now. So Mount Democrat is somewhere up here. Not sure exactly where the summit is, but it's up there. It's somewhere up there. So we're just taking out a break right now. I don't know what to say about Democrat. I mean, we just came down Cameron, we had a whole bunch of rock scrambling, and then we get to Democrat and we have more rock scrambling. Except Democrat, it seems like the trail is a little bit harder to find. It's kind of been a little bit of a free-for-all. We can kind of see it here and there, but it's just all rocks and boulders. So I ended up putting my trekking poles away, as you guys can see right there. This is just so rocky. It's such a big boulder field, class 2 scrambling, that honestly having the poles was just making it a little bit worse, because it's just getting caught in between the rocks. So I went ahead and just put them away. We have finally done it. We got the last one, and we're here on top Mount Democrat. And this is the last 14er of today. So far, we're at about 5.5 hours total. It also includes our breaks that we've had. I didn't pause it or anything like that. So I guess maybe like 5 hours. I guess if you include all the breaks. We just completed the very last 14er here on top of Mount Democrat, elevation of 14,141 feet. So that means we're gonna do a final shot of the day.
Can I have some nuts?
Because, I mean, why not? And we're doing this with a view. And right behind us, you can see Cameron, you can see Lincoln, as well as Bross. All right, cheers to Mount Democrat. That will wrap this one up. We are now heading back down, but I'm not going to close out the vlog just yet. I'm just not going to show heading back down Mount Democrat. But when we get to the bottom and we start making our way to the car, I'll give you guys a little bit more B-roll so you guys can see the rest of the trail. So we finally made it back to, I'm gonna say this right now, Mount Democrat. If you made Mount Democrat like your very last like 14er of this trail and then you head back to the parking lot, it feels like it is forever. So if you decide, well, I guess in Bross it's the same way too. So just basically be prepared for a lot of loose rock. So one thing to point out is that's Mount Democrat, and I was all the way up there. I'm back at the parking lot. That's all I'm just gonna say. Just coming down just felt like forever. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. It was a long one. I think we spent maybe like 7 hours or something like that up there. Now, one thing I didn't show in the very beginning is because it was just too dark. If you are planning to come up to here, the trailhead area, just know that the road is extremely rocky and very bumpy. They do recommend, if you have a high clearance vehicle like a truck or a Jeep, they recommend that. I've seen cars, little Subarus, we even saw a Mustang, there's even a Tesla here too. So it's not like impossible, but just know that it is very, very bumpy. So I'm going to give you guys some shots to show you how bumpy it is, since there's very little videos on YouTube of this hike that show you how rough the road is. And that's pretty much it. All right, I'll see you guys in the next adventure. Stay safe, and until then,